You. Oh wow, you just started it up. All right.
Well, you know how we do it. We don't need intros. We just started. It's a neighborhood affair. It's the boys. We're all here. It's Thursday already. These weeks are going in like dog years, aren't they, fellas? It's like all of a sudden Sunday, boom, here we go. Week 4. Man, how you guys doing?
Good.
So we got a pretty interesting opening night to week 4 this week. Tonight we got the Cincinnati Bengals that are a 4-point favorite. We just got the word that Tua is playing, and with all the road dogs, I threw my dogs on premises side. With all the road dogs favorite, why are the Dolphins, one of the only undefeated teams left with them in Philly, why are they +4 at Cincinnati?
I don't know. I don't know, Nooch.
T-Rich, what do you think about
Nobody knows.
All right, so let's start here. Ryan, I'm going to start with you. If you're trying to cook up a same game parlay tonight, who are you looking at that you might want to alternate their yards down a little bit because you're going to go 2 other guys? I want a guy from you, T-Rich. I want you in the think tank right now, and I want to see who you're looking at too. I want to see if maybe we can brew a stew organically here.
Brew a stew organically? Brew the stew organically with a little cheetah meat in it. We'll put some cheetah meat in there. So we like Tyreek Hill, just something to do with him. I like the way he's chirped by Apple already. It seems like I like a motivated Tyreek Hill. And after he only had 30 yards last week, he's boom or bust. So he's due for a big one tonight. Right. I'm sure he's a nice little 40-yarder or something.
But yeah, now those guys you can knock most of those guys down to about 40. They don't let you go much lower than that on the big guys. But I would take Tyreek Hill any day of the week over 40 and then continue.
Anything around there, just a little Tyreek prop. I'm down with anything.
Right. T-Rich, I'd like to know this. What do you think about the tight end on the Dolphins, Gesicki? Do you I know they weren't supposed to get him involved a lot, but I kind of like him. What are your thoughts on him?
Don't play him. Don't pick him up. Don't bet on him. Don't do anything.
So you're reading what I'm reading.
The dude stinks.
Against the Jersey guy?
Yeah, the dude stinks.
I've been reading negative stuff about him too. They say he's not going to be involved. He's not going to be a part of it. But every Sunday I take a peek at a big play and he catches
it. When Waddle and Tyreek are covered up, he'll toss it to him as a check down. But
I think he's a better football player than he is a fantasy asset. He's a decent football player. Fantasy, not so much right now.
Yeah, with the tight game the way it is, though, it's basically touchdown or bust.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you just have ice with whoever's going to score a touchdown, besides if you have Kelsey or Anderson.
I play Hayden Hurst anytime touchdown over Micah's time touchdown.
That. Wow. Like his Owen mane, his ginger mane. I like that. I like him anytime. That's a good one. That's nice. Now, T-Rich, do you see a lot of points tonight or do you see an under?
Yep, lots of points. And Tyler Boyd's not going to be covered either, so he might score a tutty as well.
Yeah.
But Higgins is healthy, right?
Is T. Higgins a full go?
They'll double cover Chase. They'll play tight coverage on Higgins, and Boyd's going to be in the slot open for like 8 catches, 80 yards.
He's one of the best third receivers in football. I'm a big Tyler Boyd fan. I think he's really good. I really do.
They can't get down the field. It's going to be the Boyd show all night. Boyd and her show.
Hey, I left a little short yesterday. I'm calling it. Just like I was telling a couple of you guys off air. The only thing that has stopped my man T. Higgins this year was the refs on the double toe tap robbery last week. That's going to go down as the double toe tap robbery because he was in that and a couple bad hits. He didn't have the concussion, but they had him in the protocol. But nobody's really stopped T. Higgins. And I have a feeling if the Bengals are 4-point favorite, the Dolphins, they might not be leading on to something. I feel like T. Higgins is going to be too much for any corner. I think he's going to have 7-8 for 100+ tonight. I really like T. Higgins as an anytime touchdown scorer as a hunch.
Absolutely.
I'm going towards T with that.
He's always open. He's always open. Also, I mean, what do you guys think of the Dolphins defense? Do you think that Joe Burrow's going to be running around for his life? Because from what I've seen from the Dolphins, they got a crazy scheme. They do a lot of different blitzes. They already got some playmakers on the other side of the ball. Like, could it be a game where Joe Burrow's running for his life?
Yeah, but I think feeds into the whole Boyd and Hurst. What I was saying before, like they're not going to be able to all down the field with Higgins and Chase if Burrow's getting killed and running around the whole time.
Something's fishy. Something's fishy in this line here. The
Something
Dolphins should
very-
be a 2-point road favorite. Something's fishy. Can't put my finger on it.
Who'd you say was the favorite, John?
The Bengals are a 4-point favorite against the Dolphins. The Dolphins should be a 2-point road favorite, 3-point road favorite. All these teams are going on the road as favorites. Like Buffalo, the Buffalo Bills just lost. They're on the road against the enigma named Lamar Jackson, and they're road favorites. Buffalo's a 4-point fucking favorite at Baltimore. Why isn't the Dolphins a favorite? I want to bang the thing, but I don't want to flip the fucking computer, maybe. I want to hit this thing.
I don't know, John. That's Vegas is saying something. Vegas is saying something. I don't know what they're saying, but it's strange. I don't get the line. I don't get why it is, because if you just told me the game, I would say the Dolphins would have to be the favorite. The Bengals have only beaten the Jets.
I feel like we could run away with a 2-team teaser tonight. We just add 6 to the Dolphins. We get 10 points with the Dolphins, and we bump the over-under now. The over-under over here is 47. Do you bump it up to 53 and say under, or do you bump it down to 41 and say over? Thoughts?
You bump it down to 41 and say over.
Definitely right. With the Waddle and the Cheetah, they could score at any time. It could be 0-0 going into the fourth, and they could go over. That's how dangerous they are.
I agree. I'd rather bump it down than up and root in and under.
Did we just talk ourselves into the 2-team teaser of the night? Add the 6. Miami plus the 10 over 41.
So it would be over 41 and Dolphins 10.5.
Oh man.
That out like a minus 150. That can't be plus money.
Well, the thing about the teasers, which is good, is you can alternate how many points you want this way or the other way. So if we only give ourselves like 4.5, it might be plus money. I think once you get into a certain number, they make it to minus 110. So we would have to check it as we hit it. But it's good to know that we have that in our back pocket.
So whatever the odds are, it's a great bet.
And you know what? Something's fishy. Let me tell you something. The head coach from the Dolphins, he's a Yale graduate, very smart guy. Very smart guy. He's a good coach. I feel like he's holding something back. I've never seen a guy wrench his back and wobble off like he got hit by Mike Tyson in '86. I don't know, man. I think they're keeping it hush. I think maybe he was a little concussed and they're lying. Did you ever see a guy with a wrenched back wobble? I don't know, man. I don't know.
No, I think they're keeping something a little hush-hush, but it's the NFL. Their money. He's going to play tonight, concussion or not. It's Tua. They need him. It's for the ratings.
And that son of a bitch, he is accurate. Hill wasn't lying. He is accurate. He is.
This is either a night where the Dolphins assert themselves as a true team that people have to worry about, or they fither away.
What I would like to know, what would the odds be on a 5-burger on the all Alabama quarterback Super Bowl? Herbert against Tua. What would the odds be if you ever picked Dolphins Eagles Super Bowl? Imagine that. Oh my God.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
You're high on the Eagles, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I mean, I love the Eagles are playing great, but I'm not on the Eagles. I'm on the Colts Day.
Hey, does the MVP early talk piss you guys off as much as it annoys me? It just annoys the shit out of me where we're talking about MVPs after 3 weeks. I can't stand that stuff.
I can't stand it either. I don't get how they have that. I have no idea how that happens. I don't get how it's all of a sudden a couple weeks ago it was Jalen Hurts MVP, this MVP, that. Last year it was Mike Williams MVP for the first 3 weeks. I don't want to hear it.
For 5 years, Lamar. Yeah, for 5 years, all I would hear about Carson Wentz when he was having that MVP season. He played 9 games. 9 is one more than 8. 8 and 8 is 16. It's a 16-game season. I got to hear for 5 years about the good 9 games this guy had. He sprained both of his ankles on one play. How about that highlight?
Listen, hey, parlay Lamar MVP and Olave Rookie of the Year. Woo! Welcome. Hey, how you doing?
Olave's coming on. Olave might end up being
back player of the year, and Saquon comeback player of the year.
Oh,
doing? Huge parlay.
Saquon Barkley over under for the season. Your rushing yards 899.5. Oh,
Yeah.
we should have bet $1 million on that.
Yeah, what is he at right now?
Like 300 almost to something over 3, I think.
He's got 3. He's got like 315, I
I
think.
know he's leading the whole NFL in all-purpose yards, #1.
I know that too.
That's impressive.
Sticking with my guy.
T. Rich, what I tell you about the NFL? Look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs, big cojones coming in, 6-point road favorite at the Colts. You can't just do that. The Colts beat them. You see these road favorites that are coming in, and you know what? The odds makers adjusted this week. 8 out of the 12 games, the home teams are the favorite. They were afraid. They were actually afraid to make Miami the road favorite tonight. That's why they made them the dog. They switched the whole thing up.
Well, I got Miami plus 7.5 in all my parlays.
Okay, so final answer for tonight. You got Miami plus the 7.5.
It's like minus 210, and I parlay with everything I like tonight, and we'll see if
I like that because they're going to keep the game close, getting to the quarterback. I like that. Who do you like, Ryan? What's your pick for tonight? If you had anyway, same game parlay game. What are you going with tonight?
Miami and the points. I think if I were to go with something, it would definitely be Miami and the points. I'll take getting points like that.
I got 2 that I'm cooking up.
I like something to do with Tyreek. I like a hungry Tyreek. That guy doesn't seem very into the NFL that much, but as soon as he's into something, it seems like he knows what he wants. And I think he wants something. He wants Eli Apple's head. So
I got a question for you guys. I'm confused about the Dolphins running game. All preseason I heard Edmonds is the best runner per yards with the zone scheme, and then he didn't do much. But then last week he had 2 touchdowns. Is it Mostert? Is it Edmonds? I'm a little mixed up with Miami's run game. I'm trying to figure out a same game parlay, maybe throw them both over 25 because it seems like they're both gonna run.
Edmonds did 4 yards last week, and I lost on that, so don't bet on it. Yeah,
that's good to know. I'm glad we're exchanging these ideas because I missed that, so I would have seen it. And Mostert, he's fast as hell. If Mostert gets going, they're gonna ride that hot hand.
You love mustard. You know you love you some mustard.
Mostert's like almost 30 years old, but he's still one of the most highest mile-an-hour guys. When they clock him, he's fast, that kid. He's fast. So,
I know.
Powerhouse Mama's got him on her bench in the other league.
Oh,
she's got something.
Nah, man. Mostert.
So here's what I'm going with, guys. Ready? I'm going to go with the 2-team teaser. I'm going to bump Miami up to 10, 6-point teaser. And then I'm going to bump it down over 41. So I'm going to take Miami plus 10 over 41. And I'm going to have a little fun. I'm going to do I'm going to bump everybody down that I like Waddle. I'm going to go over 40 yards. Hill, I'll go over 50. Higgins, I'm going to have over 5 catch. I'm going to put them all in a stew and just try to bang them all out. I hope there's a lot of scoring, I think.
You're going to get the stew going? Good old-fashioned stew.
Tonight's a fun one. And I got to go check on a little property down south. I might be at the Dolphins-Vikings game next Sunday. Neighborhood picks live from whatever that place is called. What's the Dolphins arena called?
Hard Rock.
Hard Rock? The Hard Rock. Johnny A. Neighborhood picks. Let's go, Cousins and Jefferson. I got Cousins and Jefferson in one of my fantasy leagues.
Oh, man.
So who do you have tonight in your matchup, T-Rich? Who do you have this week in our league?
I got Jalen Waddle. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, you got anybody going tonight?
Edmonds. Fuck Waddle. Edmonds.
And I got T. Higgins going in one of my leagues, so we need it to be a T. Higgins night. I'll have the 85 jersey on later. Hell yeah. All right, boys. So you know what? I just wanted to go over a couple things, what we see, flood the ideas out, and keep the mojo going. And Ryan, I'll get back to you a little later. We and my cousins, I got to get back to them. We got to do some pick'em shows, looking ahead, really going after these games coming up. So we could do it later or Friday pick'ems, but we got to get it in before the weekend because everybody likes the pick'em shows.
All right, brother. Sounds good.
All right, boys. Thanks for coming on. Neighborhood Picks. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.
Later.